Hello guys, welcome back to Cassette Confessions. This week we're looking at Buffalo Bob and other stories from 1999. Bob the Builder. One of the last truly great TV shows of the 20th century, actually. In my opinion, fantastic, great animation, of course. Brilliant voice actor Neil Morrissey, of course, of Remember Him Boone and Remember Him Ballet fame, and also a few bits and pieces elsewhere. Obviously, is one of these sort of the main highlight, but also one of his popular roles ever. Very much like he's more because he's quite famous for that one. He's more famous for of course, for the sitcom stuff and a little bit of drama here and there. But this is more what people would definitely remember. Even if you're from the 90s or early 2000s, you'll definitely know that Neil Morrissey's his portrayal as Bob is his standout in his career. So we go into this hit entertainment type of era very much, obviously at this time you had stuff like Percy the Parkkeeper, Kipper, bits and pieces as well from the 90s, of course. Family Hedge as well is another one. I think it was included, even though, yeah, pretty good. I think it does open with a promo. It does, showcasing what hit entertainment were actually distributing at the time, of course, and decent selection, really. Let's go into the episodes now. So we've got 5 stories to go through. Travis and Scoop's race day. That is a really good one. That is basically, of course, Travis and Scoop just basically have a race around the town, of course. Good as anything else. And Spud, the Mischievous Scarecrow, who is actually not in the reboot. Strangely, which is, I think, maybe some people may think is a good reason why, because he might be too friendly for kids or something, because they definitely humanized the characters, not what they originally used to be. So, fair enough. He goes around cheating, like trying to stop Scooper his tracks, including fences, are stolen traffic lights and stuff like that. Very much. He nicks and basically just puts him around different places like Travis win, and then of course they find out that he's cheated. Yeah, and also it's a bit strange actually, because Bob is sitting on top of a barn, sitting in between his legs and still on the roof. It's quite bizarre, like how his vantage point from the race is. It's like a bit strange, but it's funny as well. Pretty good. Buffalo Bob is next. That's actually a nice one because it's to do with Bob entering a cowboy dance competition, strangely enough. And of course, when he has to step in because his part is Bob's original part, I don't know what was don't know the character's name, I don't know, not entirely sure, broke her ankle. And basically just, when he steps in, they win the trophy. But it's a nice, funny one. Again, it's just like, it's that weird area, like, it doesn't involve very much, the machines, of course, as great they are. And this, mostly is focused on Bob, of course, and Wendy, of course, as their relationship just sort of blossoms, it does, really. Sort of does, a friendly blossoming type thing. But it's a nice one. Then we've got Bob's birthday, and fantastic one. I always remember Bob's birthday, really, strangely enough. I don't know how, but it's just a familiar episode. It might have been repeated on television many times back in the day. I don't know, but it's a nice one. I always remember when Wendy bakes the cake and obviously Spud interferes with the cake and stuff like that. That cake it rings bells. It does. I mean, just the look of it. It's just like, I know. I just remember it instantly. It's a bit strange, really. Now that little bits and pieces that you probably know from the show, and you remember that episode because of just of a blue and pink cake. That's about it. That's really about it, really, for my memory, very much. I haven't seen Bob the Builder since many years ago. I mean, many years ago. It's probably I haven't maybe seen it a little bit since I did Path of Nostalgia, really. So it's a bit, because you might revisit a few old favourites. And again, this is a great favourite. This is, but I haven't seen it for years. I don't know what's pulling me off for not watching this going back to it. I don't know, really. Maybe just other things really just caught my attention, and this all flew by. But it's interesting to come back at it, and it's been fabulous. It has. Then we got, what else we got? Bob's Bugle. That's another one. Funny one. Bob trying to play the bugle, strangely, and yeah. I think there's quite a few shows that tend to do this, they focus on their one instrument. Maybe a few bits and pieces, of course. I mean, what was there? Postman Pat and the Tuba. That could be one. That's one. That he finds an old tuba, and of course he just all antics ensue. What's another one? PC Pinkerton, that's another one, that's an old show that is. I don't really remember that much, but I remember seeing it recently just to get a grip of what it's all about, really. Even just got even Leon Lavender in. And actually it's focusing on playing the clarinet really much, like doing a clarinet recital at the police station or something, like a show for policemen or something. Yeah, so it's interesting, like, it's a interesting one. It's decent, it is, just, Bob just playing an instrument really, just for a show, very much. And then finally we have Travis Paints the Town, which of course is quite an interesting one. Travis just goes around goes like nuts off all his out of control or just something. I don't really know actually, and it involves him just going around and painting everything, painting all stuff around really, with the white line marker if you're familiar with it, and yes. Pretty funny one. It's a decent video. It is. It's got 5 decent episodes. Of course, it's a funny one. Actually, I do remember it. So it's nice to have. It's nice to on it. It is. Yeah. Buffalo Bob and Other Stories. We've actually. I think there's only 3. There's only 3 of these VHSs. I'm just going to cover really. So there's 1 down, 2 more to go for Bob the Builder. There's a nice celebrated one. There's just a standard one that there isn't. That's it really. So yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. As always, see you for the next video and goodbye.